want to give all the praise, all the glory, all the honor unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rekah Kodash. Double honors goes out to the elder apostles of Great Millstone for teaching me this truth. Also want to acknowledge the Akim who are pushing this truth with sincerity throughout the four corners. And shalom to the elect. And Salakia if I repeated myself just now. I'm trying to do two things at once, but nonetheless, I'm going to do this quick lesson right here. I'm going to be in Job tonight, 27. Job, the 27th chapter. Start at the top. And just bear with me. I'm trying to get situated over here, move all this stuff off my desk. All right. So let's see. All right, let's see. Job 27:1. It says, moreover, Job continued his parable and said, as the Most High liveth, who has taken away my judgment, and the Almighty who has vexed my soul. All the while my breath is in me, and the Spirit of the Most High is in my nostrils. And that's how the elect are. The Spirit of the Most High is in our breath. It's in our, that's that life. That's what gives us life. If we are those elect men, then we're going to be just like Job, with the Spirit of the Most High in us. All right. Verse 4. My lips shall not speak wickedness, nor my tongue utter deceit. All right. And that's another characteristic of the elect, of the Lord's prophets. All right. There's no deceit in our mouth. It tells you in Revelation 14:5, it says, and in their mouth was found no guile. And guile deals with deceit. For they are without fault before the throne of the Most High. All right. So if you're of the Lord's elect, you're not going to say anything that goes against this truth. All right. Something that don't line up against this, that doesn't line up with this truth, that ain't gonna be coming out of your mouth when you teach. Job 27:5. The Most High forbid that I should justify me till I die. I will not remove mine integrity from me. All right? You got to keep integrity. And that word integrity, it goes into doing things, doing the right thing, even when no one's looking, right? That's what that means. Verse 6. My righteousness I hold fast and will not let it go. My heart shall not reproach me so long as I live. Let mine enemy be as the wicked, and he that riseth up against me as the unrighteous. All right. So if we're the righteous, then our enemy is going to be the unrighteous. All right. And if we are the righteous, then our enemy is going to be the wicked. You're not going to have someone of the elect that's your enemy, right? You're not going to have brethren who are your enemies. Our enemies deal with the wickedness and the unrighteous, okay? Verse 8. For what is the hope of the hypocrite, though he hath gained, when the Most High taketh away his soul? Will the Most High hear his cry when trouble cometh upon him? And that answer is no. All right, the Most High is not going to be hearing the cry of these heathen or these 2/3, the wicked. You see. Verse 10. Will he delight himself in the Almighty? Will he always call upon the Most High? And the answer to that is no also. Watch, let's get Psalm 10 and 4. It says, the wicked through the pride of his countenance will not seek after the Most High. The Most High is not in all his thoughts. Alright? So these wicked, these 2/3, the Most High, they don't think about the Most High. He's not in the thoughts of the wicked or the 2/3. He's only in the thoughts and the minds of the elect. Okay? Job 27:11. I will teach you by the hand of the Most High, that which is with the Almighty will I not conceal. And that's how we teach. We don't hold nothing back. We don't let none of our words fall on the ground. And really, at the end of the day, these are Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai's words. And we don't let them fall on the ground. We're going to tell you whether you be offended or not. The internet is amazing, man. I just type a few words in, and the verse I'm looking for pops right up. Let me show you what I mean. This is in Samuel. 1 Samuel 3:19. It says, this is a characteristic of the prophets. Right? We bring out the truth. We don't take anything out, or we don't add anything to the scriptures, or we don't take anything out. But when we deliver it, we're going to give it to you just the way it's written. We're not going to sugarcoat anything. Okay? So this is 1 Samuel 3. I'll start at 18. Because Samuel, he was a prophet. And this is what it says. And Samuel told him every whit and hid nothing from him. And he said, it is Yahweh, let him do what seemeth him good. And Samuel grew, and Yahweh was with him, and did let none of his words fall to the ground. You see that? So we're not gonna, change the words of the Most High. We're not gonna add or subtract the words of the Most High, whether you get offended or not. That's why it says in Isaiah 58:1, cry aloud, spare not. Meaning we don't spare your feelings. We're not going to sit here and tell you, oh, wait a minute, just because just because we feel like we're going to offend you, we're going to change it up. If you do that, you're not a true prophet. Cry aloud, spare not, lift up the voice like a trumpet, and show my people their transgression, and the house of Jacob their sins. Okay? And even if it means hurting your feelings or offending you, we're still going to bring it out as it is written. The true prophets do that. That's why if you're Salaki, I'm getting tired, but if you're looking for the truth, when you're in a church and the pastor, all he's doing is talking soft things in your ear, or he's just being nice to everybody, then that should be a red flag, because the truth is supposed to offend people. See? You're not supposed to, it's not supposed to go so smoothly in the church. The real church is going to offend, which the real church is the men. And hey, part of our job is we got to bring it out as it is written. We don't let none of the Lord's words fall to the ground. We hide nothing, like Samuel says he hid nothing from him. You got to tell him, even if it's bad news, Job 27:12. Behold, all ye yourselves have seen it. Why then are ye thus altogether vain? This is the portion of the wicked man with the Most High, and the heritage of oppressors, which they shall receive of the Almighty. If his children be, or if his sons be multiplied, it is for the sword, and his offspring shall not be satisfied with bread. All right, so the wicked, that's why they multiply, for the sword, meaning for destruction, to be killed in war, to be killed in battle. That's the only reason why the Most High lets the sons of the wicked multiply. You got to remember, 2/3 of our people are wicked. So even our own people, they multiply it for the sword to be killed. All right. Those that remain of him shall be buried in death, and his widows shall not weep. See that? And that's the portion of the wicked. Your sons multiply for the sword, and your widows ain't even gonna cry for you, man. You see that in real life. You see women when their husbands die, they may put on a show for the funeral, act and be crying, but part of them is like happy the husband died. I've seen this. You could always test these words, these scriptures to real life. You should test them to real life because that's how you know if it's the truth. All right. Verse 15. 16. Though he heap up as silver as the dust, and prepare raiment as the clay, he may prepare it, but the just shall put it on, and the innocent shall divide the silver. All right? So at the end of the day, no matter what the wicked does, guess what? The just and the righteous, the innocent, are the ones who are going to be taking the spoils, right? Right now, you might have us at the bottom, us Israelites. We might be at the bottom. We might be the ones that are, we may look like we don't have anything right now, but the truth is we're all the gold that like Esau, Edom, they have all this gold stored up in their chambers in Europe and whatnot. But guess whose gold? Guess who they're holding that for? They're holding that for the elect. That's our gold, right? The innocent shall divide the silver and also the gold. All right. Verse 18. So Esau's just holding on to it for us for now, because we know what the end all be all is. We're going to be having that. We're going to have all the substance of the heathen, right? Let me see if I can hit that real quick. Let me see. Let's get Proverbs. Proverbs 8:21. Well, I'll read that right there. Proverbs 8:21, that I may cause those that love me to inherit substance, and I will fill their treasures. See that? It's going to be the elect we're going to be the richest people on the earth. We're going to have all the gold, all the silver, all the women, you name it. All right? Let's get another one. Psalm 2:8. Ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance, and the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession. Right? There's videos where I remember seeing a documentary. I think it was the Queen of England. She was walking around in her little chambers. Mind you, she's dead now. She's dead now. But in the documentary I saw a while back, she was walking around giving a tour of, like the vault where they would keep all the gold, the big ass blocks of gold. You see? So you think that heathen lady is going to inherit that gold? No, she's just storing that up for the elect, and she can't even enjoy that gold now because the Lord Most High put her to death. All right? So let's go back to Job 27:18. He buildeth his house as a moth, and as a booth that the keeper maketh. The rich man shall lie down, but he shall not be gathered. He openeth his eyes, and he is not. And the rich man right now would be those Edomites, right? The wicked. Terrors take hold on him as waters. A tempest stealeth him away in the night. You see that? These Edomites, especially with this truth coming out now, they can't even sleep good that night. The Lord's giving them terrors. The Lord's giving them nightmares. The Lord's giving them, thoughts that are tormenting them. Taking away their rest, taking away their sleep. Hey, this is a bad time to be an Edomite, even if you're of the elite, right? It's always been a bad time to be an Edomite, but especially now. All right. Verse 21. The east wind carrieth him away, and he departeth, and as a storm hurleth him out of his place. For the Most High shall cast upon him, and not spare. He would fain flee out of his hand. Men shall clap their hands at him, and shall hiss him out of his place. All right, because even the allies of America are becoming enemies slowly but surely, right? Those that are at peace, is that in Obadiah? Let's go to that real quick. I think it's in Obadiah. Well, let's read verse 2. Obadiah 1:2. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen, thou art greatly despised. Right? Because even the other Edomites, which Russia's an Edomite nation, but they despise America. They despise the American Edomite. Right here, here's the one. Obadiah 1:7. All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. With the men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee, and they prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him. See that? Shall I not in that day, saith Yahweh, even destroy the wise men out of Edom, and the understanding out of Mount Esau, the Mount of Esau? See that? And thy mighty men, O Teman, which are the Germans, shall be dismayed to the end, that every one of the Mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter. You get the point. The wicked, they're not going to enjoy the substance of the riches that they have right now. All that's left for Esau Edom is to be cut off, right? And then I read, when his sons multiply, verse 14 here. Let's read it again. Job 27:14. If his sons be multiplied, it is for the sword, and his offspring shall not be satisfied with bread. So that's the hope of the Edomite, which there is no hope. The only reason why these Edomites and the wicked multiply is for the sword, to be killed. And you got to understand, you have all these Edomites that, they're not like us. They're not like the Israelites who are like the sands of the sea. But whenever they're born, the Lord's just multiplying them for the sword, for that nuclear destruction. They'll be put to death. They'll lose all their substance. Order is going to be established in the kingdom. They'll be the base men that the Yahweh created them to be. And all the blessings are going to come to the poor, which are the Israelites. All right, starting out with the prophets, who are the leaders of the elect. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and close out on that. I just wanted to go in on a quick lesson before I go to bed. But I want to give all the praise, all the glory, all the honor unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rikah Kodash. Double honors goes out to the elder apostles of Great Millstone for teaching me the truth. Also, when I acknowledge Allah Akyam, who are pushing the truth with sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. Shalom to the elect.